I still think Sadie Sink would have made her the perfect Abby for the show. Who agrees? The Last of Us Season 2 is the second season of the HBO MAX TV adaptation of the hit video game franchise from Naughty Dog, and perfect timing for the 5th anniversary of The Last of Us Part 2 game. So The Last of Us Season 2 tells the story, it adaptates the first half of Ellie's story of Last of Us Part 2, taking place after Season 1 left off, where Ellie and Joel have now fully bonded as a father and daughter, played once again by Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, and they are with the Fireflies, and Ellie is falling for her new crush, Dina, but a but Joel's but a figure from Joel's past resurfaces, Abby, and she is hell bent on revenge and taking Joel's life for taking her father's life when he saved Ellie from the lab. So after Abby, uh, kills Joel slowly, literally, and Ellie, poor thing, has to watch it for herself as she vows a vengeance on Abby and all her crew for taking Joel from her, but it only brings more destruction and devastation. I don't care what anybody thinks. I freaking love Last of Us Part 2 even more so than Last of Us Part 1 of the game, and will defend that game till the end. It's and I am still going to continue my playthrough on my channel. Don't you worry. And it's far easier for the fans of The Last of Us to uh, uh, praise season 1, because that's based on a game that's universally loved, whereas not everybody likes part 2, or the controversial directions that it took. Yeah, that game is still the last Jedi of video games, but I even though I knew that this season was going to be more divisive than season 1, I was still confident I at least would be the most satisfied customer. And Last of Us Season 2, for me at least, lived up to the freaking hype. This may be shorter than Season 1 with just 7 episodes instead of a 9, but I'm okay with that. Like Season 1, told the first half of the second game, and it's even it showed all the detail and even added in the extra details. And the changes to the game here were a double-edged sword, as some of them improved upon the original game, while others detractors from it. And I applaud the HBO team behind the show for only adapting the first half of this game and then saving the second half for a third season, because there was a shocking cliffhanger that you can cut off the story, and there is a to be continued for what's to come once we get to Abby's storyline, which will be told in season 3, which will totally flip the perspective of this story. So this season had the job of being Ellie's coming of age story, and it did and Bella Ramsey gives twice as good a performance here as she did in the first season. People can give her shit all she wants, but she is electrifying throughout this season, and uh, even though the love story with Ellie is not quite as a strong here or as compelling as it was in the game, as they did change the sex scene between Ellie and Dina. Like they don't, lose their virginity in the weed house like in the game, which I was not a fan of that change, but it kind of felt like they did that to sugarcoat it for TV. But nonetheless, yeah, I think Dina was still as likable and as adorable as she is in the game, and her love story of Ellie is well a shining example of a LGBT love story done right. And one of my dear friends and subscribers, Bethany Mia, said Pedro Pascal was her celebrity crush, and I can see why. He is so great and progressive, and as Joel, he gives a uh, his most emotional performance yet. Here, we all know he's not in this season half as much as he is in season one because major spoilers here, he dies in literally episode 2. Yeah, just like the game had the balls to kill off Joel sooner, so does the show. Some speculated the writers would change the story by keeping Joel alive longer and wouldn't kill him off until later on because of the Pedro Pascal star power, but no, they took that risk, and and I think the story benefits from that because, of course, Joel still appeared in flashbacks with younger Ellie in the game, so they could still do that in the show. And yeah, I, uh, yeah, cried a good couple of times. And Abby, even though I was worried Abby's actress would be miscast because I was begging for them to cast Sadie Sink in the role, but Sadie could have, work put on some abs to become Abby. Get it? But still, this actress proved herself with flying colours, and I was eating my words. I'm like, it makes for one amazing Abby, and they open season 2 from her perspective when she sees her father has been murdered by Joel, and she's like to her friends, "We're gonna kill Joel slowly," setting up the traumatic death of Joel and adding even more suspense and build up to it. And when she beats a Jola with the golf club in the lodge, that death hits just as hard as it did in the game, and she she even kills Joel in this version by stabbing him through the neck with what's left of the golf club. I mean, and we see Ellie crawl over to Joel's beaten and bloodied body. It's jeez, are you trying to get our tears, TV writers, because you succeeded? And hats off to the production team for upping the budget on this season, as they extend the afflicted attack on the base. So there's even a huge battle where the afflicted attempt to come through the gates. That is TV on the scale of like Game of Thrones. Yeah, it was a spectacle for TV. Only one change that I respectfully disagree with is, why was Dina present at Joel's death? I mean, she kind of should have been with Ellie, confessing her love for Ellie. It was far better written in the game for Ellie to have her happiest moment in her life with Dina, and then the lowest of her life was seeing Joel's death at the very next. It should have been Tommy present at Joel's death because Tommy is Joel's brother, and and seeing Tommy lose his sibling was uh, far more tragic. But so yeah, but that's a cliffhanger. Certainly makes me thirsty for season three, which should be coming in 2026, and I couldn't be happier that this season was able to surpass already amazing season. Yeah, season three could take TV to the next freaking level. I give The Last of Us season 2 5 stars out of 5. Best TV show ever. Now, this kicks the ever loving shit out of the piece of shit Until Dawn movie. Take notes, Until Dawn movie. This is how you adaptate a game to TV or film. And at least we got one adaptation of a game this year done right. And could this be my favorite TV show of 2025? I mean, it may be uh, on par with Cobra Kai season 6, part 3, and I have I expect big things from Wednesday season 2 in November. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on The Last of Us season 2? Do you favour season 1 or season 2 more? Please kindly let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time. And I will be reviewing Elio real soon. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.